Time to wake up, wipe the crust out your eyes. Me and Big Mike about to take up your time. It's the shake up. I'm about to hit to you.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here.
You thought this was gonna work.
I was so ready. I was so ready for shit to be sweet, bro. I can't even lie to you, dude.
Yo, can I ask why are we recording this early? I know the show just started. I just want to know.
No reason, honestly. Honestly, probably because I wanted to game and edit.
And edit and stream and all that. Probably gonna stream tonight.
We'll see.
We'll see.
They're expecting a at the time of this recording, they're still expecting a mortuary assistant stream from me, and like I don't think I can show my face until I do that.
Yeah, I don't need that though. I'm gonna need that though.
I'm gonna run it. I honestly plan on running it tomorrow. It's just like Friday, I didn't feel like it because I just wanted to chill, and Saturday I stopped being like feeling like doing it.
Yeah.
It's like Tuesday, tomorrow I'm doing it, and then streaming Thursday and Friday. But tomorrow, mortuary assisted.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're
no worries. I was just wondering because I was like, man, like I get off at 5, you know, and it's like the one time. It's the one time I like get to like walk away from my computer and everything. So that's why it took me a while because I walked away and then I came back. I was like, oh shit, I gotta fix my mic. I knew I had to fix my mic. I always have to fix my mic. Every time I get on this goddamn computer, I gotta fix my mic. But nonetheless, we are here. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Bowl show. I am none other than Keel Music, and with me as always is Big Mike. I'm excited about today. I'm not gonna lie.
I am too. The only thing I'm not excited about is I did not do the assignment for Yu Yu Hakusho. I did.
Really?
But I did watch. I finished out season 2 of One Piece.
Okay.
Finished out season 4 JJK, right? Season 4 is what we're currently on. Season 3. Okay, I finished out season 3, and I watched the first episode of the new series by the creator of Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh, you did?
I
okay.
did.
I want to get into that. I want to see what your thoughts are on that. But firstly, I want to get in on your thoughts of the new One Piece live action season 2. How are you feeling?
I again hate that I love it. It's put me in this like weird like spot between hating on the anime but loving the live action. I absolutely loved it. The scene between Sanji and Nami when she's sick and he's just like catering to her, because like from an outward sense, you know, oh, this is like, you know, he's interested in her, but like, no, it's like, oh, he's because he lost his mom, and he's kind of like projecting his feelings on them. But that little like he cried from just like his right eye, and I don't know why that fucked me up in that moment, but it really did. I was like, this show is like genuinely very good. And the part, this is specifically for season 2, but my dad, a little context, had a minor surgery on his sinuses. He kept getting sinus infections. He had surgery on Thursday. I went over on Friday to go see him, and I had been telling him about One Piece, and I was like, hey, let's watch this first episode together. I want you to check out the show. He was like, cool. He's always down for new shows. And we finished the first episode. He told me he liked it. You know, thought it was cool. And like, you know, part of me was like, he's just saying that. Like, he didn't really rock with it. I go downstairs to hang out with mom for a bit. I hear the second episode queuing up upstairs. I heard the second episode queued up. I was like, I felt like SpongeBob. I was like, you like One Piece, don't you, Squid?
Here's the thing, man. I haven't finished One Piece season 2 yet. But we talked about this. Like, I'm gonna be slow on it just because I'm already watching the actual anime and everything. But Sanji is one of the most slept on characters. I think the rivalry between like who's the better second man or whatever Soro or Sanji
Takes away
type
from yeah.
takes away from how great of a character Sanji is. And in the anime, yeah, he's obviously this like ridiculously like woman lust forward type character, but I
Right.
think the portrayal that he has in the live action really sets the tone and the sentiment of why he's like that is because the only people in his life that have ever been good to him are the women in his life, which is his sister and his mom.
Right.
And
Right.
that's it. So he has no
Like
like yeah,
males
he
who
has no
have gotcha.
yeah, and he has no malice in his intentions with his like love for women. And it shows in the anime way later than in the, like than it does in the live action.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but that's also just One Piece pacing. So
One Piece, but I will say it because some of that stuff I obviously I don't know about, but I see TikToks on it, so I know like like a very small piece of his background, which made
Mhm.
it for me made it kind of fun when he was talking to Crocodile pretending to be Mr. Three, and towards
yeah.
the end he's like, "You can call me Mr. Prince," and I was like, "Oh, I got that reference."
Mm,
It's like, "Oh,
and speak on
ooh."
that.
Ooh, I was like, "Ooh,
Speak on that.
I understood that. I didn't completely
Whoa.
understand it. I just seen some clips, so I know a little bit."
You like
But
One Piece, don't you, Squidward?
I I can't. Oh, if this is with me watching One Piece, I'm gonna crash out.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. They are reanimating it, right? And they're
I
supposed
did
to be
hear that.
fixing the pacing issues.
I did
Way
hear that.
Studios. I believe that's the name of the studio. If that is the case, if it is reanimated and it's done in a better way as far as pacing goes, you're probably watching, right? Or is
There's
it out of spite where you won't?
legitimately, I feel like I have to, because I've been saying, okay, here's my progression has been with One Piece, and you're kind of a part of this, which pisses me off more. But like, so watch this, up until Alabasta arc as a kid, I liked it. I just wasn't crazy about it, and I stop watching it. Like I just I don't know why, and I don't know if I chose to stop watching it or I chose to put in the effort to like watch it.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's like, oh, it came on Toonami and I would like change the channel on purpose, or it stopped playing on Toonami, it's playing on this other channel, and I don't want to figure out what the other channel is, so I just stopped. Both are feasible for me. Um,
Right.
and then like getting older, I hear people talking about it more, and it kind of got annoying. So I was like, I really don't want to watch it now. And I remember at some point I got like the Shonen Jump magazine, and it was the it was Impel Down, and then I got another one later on, and it was the fight with the Ace and what happened to Ace, and
Mm.
but I just never felt the urge to go back and watch the show, and as as I've seen more clips,
Mhm.
as I've watched, the live action, which reminds me of the show, uh,
Mhm.
I'm just like, am I actually gonna end up watching one? And here's the deal. Here's the problem.
Yeah.
Even if I watch it on
Yeah.
everything I love, I think I would lie about watching it. I just I don't see I think it's going to be very hard for me to tell the truth about watching like One Piece.
I was gonna catch you one day watching it. Just
Like literally, you're gonna catch me on the switch. That's like porn.
yeah, yeah, and gay porn. You're just like, "Ugh."
Wait.
What happened? Wait, I wasn't watching One
Like
Piece. No, no, no.
I'd rather you think I was watching that than to know that I was watching One Piece. I'd sooner put it on Dragon Ball Evolution.
You're watching My Hero instead. You finally watched Demon Slayer. You're like, you know what? You're right. Demon Slayer's not that bad. It's not that bad. Before you even admit that you like One Piece. No, listen.
Oh, dude, it's
Um,
hard.
I, I look. For me personally, my journey with One Piece was originally I was never gonna watch it.
Okay.
Like originally, it was an anime. My friend were telling me that I was like 1,000 episodes. Are
Like,
you crazy?
out of your
Like,
mind.
and this is like COVID times, you know. So like, I'm watching hella shit, and I'm over here seeing like 1,000 episodes of one show. No, come on, miss me with that.
Yeah,
But
100%.
then, but then I did watch like 800 episodes of Naruto, and then like 700 episodes of like just other shit,
Other
and I'm like,
stuff, yeah.
if you put all of what I watched during COVID times and you just add One Piece, it's really not adding much to all the hours I put into binge watching shit. So, um, you know, but then what happened was, at one point I was like, you know what? It is. I do feel like it's important for me to like give these older shows a try, because you know, maybe it'll give me appreciation for newer shit in a
True.
different way. And so I was like, "All right, let me try One Piece." I watched the first episode and stopped. And it was solely because I honestly didn't like the animation in the beginning.
Right.
It was so old, and I was just like, "Ah, I don't know if this is for me right now." So then I did I was like, "You know what? No, I'm not gonna do it." But then I just like it affected me because people are telling me that like this is one of the best shows they've ever watched, you know? And then I was like, I'm just gonna make the effort. And then I watched 7 episodes and I was like, "Oh shit.
This is
I
actually pretty.
I kinda like this."
Yeah.
And then that's just what pushed me over the edge, and I got 300 episodes deep and then 400, 500, 600, you know, and I just kept going, and, there was points, man. There's points in One Piece for sure where you're like, "This I'm kinda getting bored,"
R-
you know?
Right.
I'm
Right.
kinda getting bored. It's just getting slower and slower, it feels like, and it feels like I don't think Oda knows what the One Piece really is yet, and that's what I'm scared about. But, but, you know, at the end of the day, I do appreciate a lot of the characters. I appreciate a lot of the storylines. I appreciate there's a lot to One Piece that, like, there is to appreciate. If it ends terribly, you know, am I gonna see it as a show like Naruto where it ended terribly, in my personal opinion, or will I see it as just a bad show because it took 1,000 episodes for it to end terribly? I think ultimately I'm probably gonna be biased, but like
Right.
maybe I might be let down. So if I'm let down so bad to where I'm like 1,000 episodes was not worth all that, I would be very sad. And
You know,
Oda and I will have some words.
I low key think. I think the One Piece is genuinely a thing, but I think a part of the One Piece, because for some reason I keep getting this part stuck in my head. Like Goldie Roger said, he said, I've seen all the things. I love everything I have in One Piece. I think that the One Piece is like an actual thing, whether it's, like a piece of treasure or a piece of whatever it is. I think it's an actual thing, but I do not believe that unless you basically follow his footsteps as far as like seeing the world like he did, seeing all of the world, the One Piece is going to be one either one reveal itself to you or
Mhm.
B mean anything to you.
I think it's gonna mean something to Luffy specifically.
Like specific, like it's meant specific
I
because what's getting what's
yeah.
God damn it, we're talking about this show. What's you don't understand how upset I am. You cannot comprehend how upset I am to actually be excited to talk about this fucking show. Like I don't you don't get it, bro. You don't get it. I don't
I'm
want
just
to
trying to
be
be chill
here.
about it. I'm trying to be chill about it so I don't scare you away. It's like I'm dealing with like a little kid, and I'm like,
Yo,
"Come here, boy. Don't run. Come here. Come here. Don't run away from it.
the vacuum's not
Enjoy the little
scary.
treat."
The vacuum's not
No, it's not scary.
scary.
No, no, no. Come here. Come here. Catnip. Catnip. Yeah, there
Right.
you
And
go.
it's nice.
There you
Yeah,
go.
no.
It's
No,
nice.
I'm like literally One Piece is the dog right now, like 100% of it.
Yeah.
And I don't. But oh gosh, I because and again, this is being brought in my head because of the live action show. That's what's really pissing
Right.
me off too.
Mhm.
When
Live
Smoker was
action is good.
live action is good and is doing the show justice, and that might be a problem for me future state. But right now it's okay. But when Smoker was like how shaken up he was with Luffy, when he Luffy was about to die to Buggy. Buggy's about to kill him, the same place they killed Goldie Roger,
Mhm.
and how shaken up he was. He was like, "You don't get like." He was laughing that day. He wasn't
Yeah.
scared. He was facing death happening, and he just starts laughing. And I'm like, is this dude like literally meant to be just a complete reincarnation of Goldie Roger, whatever spirit of the Will of D is, and like he's just
Mhm.
supposed to experience similar things, and it just kind of maybe because they say that Goldie Roger, and again, I don't know too much about the lore, but they say that Goldie Roger, when he made that declaration, let everything have in one piece, and everybody goes looks for the treasure, like that started a world of like restarted like the world of pirates, right? Like pirates are now, they were always a thing, but now they're like more, I guess, out there, more active or whatever.
More people wanted to be pirates like Goldie Rogers because of the One
Yeah.
Piece.
So
He's
I'm
the most successful. Like, think of it this way: he's the most successful pirate in the world,
right,
and he has a treasure. He left it all in one place. It's called the One Piece. Go out and find it. The One Piece is real. If you are a little kid watching that, this is the most successful pirate in the world, one of the strongest individuals in the world,
right,
and he's telling you, "Go out and be a pirate, see the world." You're gonna want to go see the world, bro. Like that's just how that works. And so many people were inspired by that, but a lot of people were inspired for the wrong reasons, right?
right,
People were
right.
inspired because of greed. People were inspired because of money, right? And it's like, is it because Luffy was inspired? This is where my question goes: is like, is it because Luffy was inspired by sole reasoning of living free as a pirate? And following in Goldie Roger's footsteps in that way?
Hmm.
Or is it because of the will of D? And is it because he ate the gum gum fruit, which we later find out is the Nika fruit, which is like a fruit of the Wonder Boy who like saved villages and stuff like that. So all this lore starts to make
Uh,
sense, but you don't have the full answer yet.
till
And I
okay,
I hate that I just spoiled some stuff to you, but
I'm gonna forget by the time we get there. I'm gonna
but
forget by
like
this. It's like it was either gonna be your TikTok at this point, so it's fine.
so like so these things matter, especially like when they're talking about rebelling against the government,
Right.
and you see the you see like Smoker and even Garp, like they fight with this idea of like I'm part of the government, but like I'm seeing this kid do something that I've only seen one other person ever do, which is Goldie Rogers, and that's fight against the system in a way that they can't even control it.
Okay, see now here my point. It's literally that. There is a manga I read a long time ago. It wasn't a very long one. This guy gets isekai into a world, and in the new world, it's like, fantasy world, and he is the destined like god of destruction, right? Like they were
Mhm.
saying, like his presence and leaving him alive would destroy, the world or whatever. And towards the end of the series, the old mage who like found him first and is super respected mage, he goes, when you hear god of destruction, you immediately think bad things, but destruction means like destroying. But if the state of the world is in a bad place and a god of destruction comes, doesn't that make him their savior? So the reason I say that is this: what if Goldie Roger came at a time where somebody like him was needed, right? We have, like you said, now inspiring people to be more free and creative and follow their dreams, whatever. And now we have Luffy. What if his purpose is something similar? If he's a reincarnation of this Joy Boy thing that I've you talked about and others
Mhm.
see the videos. Oh, if it's like that kind of idea where like when basically these characters filled with this spirit that's like stretches across time, they they appear when the world needs them to.
It's like the Avatar when the world needed him the most. Did
Like
he vanish?
right, right. Don't vanish this
Or
time.
did he come back at the perfect time? Right?
Right,
Because that's a question in Avatar, right? Where he was gone when the Fire Nation attacked, right? He vanished.
right, right.
But if the Avatar at that time, if Aang faced the Fire Nation at that time, would he have been able to beat the Fire Nation? No.
No.
100% no, right? Like, he didn't have even he only had wind and then or air bending, and that was it. Like he didn't have any of the other elements. He could have probably forced it, but I don't think that would have been enough
No,
to beat
he he
the
he
Fire Nation,
he
right?
wouldn't have been strong enough. No, not at all.
So did he show up at the right time? You could argue that. So that's the same thing with Goldie Rogers and Luffy, and I don't want to spoil anything because they do talk about this later, like Wano, um, in the Wano arc, because that's when they're getting really close to the final destination is in Wano. They're like literally 4 islands away. This is where the government is sweating now. Like they're like, okay, who's this Luffy kid? How do we stop him? Why is he so powerful? He just defeated Kaido, one of the strongest pirates to ever exist. He's so strong that he wants to die and he can't kill himself. That's how strong he is. So, um, so like, how did Luffy do this, right? And his little straw hat crew. Um, and you know, even at that strength level, you still like see other pirates that are even stronger than Luffy, and you're like, what?
Mm,
That's crazy, you know. Um, and I'm talking about Shanks here. For anybody who's wondering who I think is stronger than Luffy, Shanks is stronger than Luffy, and I don't want to fight about it. His hockey abilities is way stronger than Luffy's. Anyways, um, but they meet someone who was a part of Goldie Rogers' crew,
mhm.
but not a part of his crew. But he was very important for Goldie Rogers towards the end of his trip, and he was there when Goldie Rogers found the One Piece. He was one of the only people there when Goldie Rogers found the One Piece. And so but here's the problem: they didn't meet him; they met his son, who had his spirit. So it's like they got a lot of the answers, but didn't have all the answers. If that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Um. So ultimately, it came down to, from my understanding, and this isn't me not spoiling anything. This is what I understand from what I could gather from the show, is that I believe Goldie Rogers got to the One Piece and realized he wasn't the one. He's not Joy Boy. And because he's not Joy Boy, he's not the person who is supposed to fulfill whatever this One Piece treasure is. So, because like there's a lot of like systematic government issues within the One Piece world that like is really deep, and you will learn like the government is the bad guy. Like it's just
Usually
that's just
is.
what it is. Right, exactly. And like the government is the bad guy. So what they are fighting for here is deeper. Sorry, Loki. What they're fighting for here is deeper than just like a treasure or whatever.
Your dog goes
It's for the
Republican.
well, you know,
That's probably getting
this is
cut.
why we don't let them go out and vote. Um,
Well, we know we can't mail it in. All right, that's the last
yeah.
one.
um, all right.
This is such a bullshit timeline. Go ahead, bro.
So so for me, it's just I think my understanding is that I think Goldie Rogers gets to the One Piece. He finds the final treasure, which is a poneglyph, which probably has weapons, because you'll learn about these weapons that the government used to like oppress um people and also just take the world over, basically. Um,
Mm.
and I can't remember how many there are. I think there's 7. So I think the One Piece is the final piece of those weapons, which is the poneglyph and
Okay,
like
don't
a
tell me
couple
more. Don't
other
tell me.
things.
Don't tell me more. Don't tell me more. Don't tell me more. Don't tell me more.
Okay, okay. With
Oh, damn
These are my
you.
opinions. These are all my guesses. I have not finished. Obviously, no one's finished One Piece. I have not read past
I'm
whatever
not
the
convinced
show
Oda
has.
has finished One Piece.
I don't think Oda's finished One Piece. I could be completely off base here. I could completely be misunderstanding the show. Totally. But that's just my opinions. And if I spoiled anything for you, I'm sorry. If I made you want to watch the show, watch it. Hurry. The live action's really good. I don't think the live action will get to the One Piece. I don't think that they will get there, but they will get they've talked about this. I think their plan is to get to, I think, Wano, but I'm not 100% sure.
And then
Um
just stop the show there.
yeah, I don't think they can finish it as a live action.
Gotcha.
I don't know exactly the details why, but I
I
don't think they can.
mean,
I
you
think
gotta
it's
think
a time thing,
about.
really.
I'm about to say, yeah, time thing. Time is probably.
Mhm. So,
It's not like a.
um,
It's not like a what's it, a Stranger Things situation where it's like
yeah.
very evident that everybody is 3 years older.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
These are
know,
no longer 14, 15-year-olds. They're 20, 21, 22.
as soon as like the show started when he was 10, and when it was over, he had a drink. So I don't think I don't think they're still in high
he,
school.
he popped out a cigarette at the end. He said, "Yep."
he said
Yep.
he said cheers, and he didn't raise a juice box. So I just don't.
No.
I don't know.
I'm glad you're liking I'm gonna frame this way. I'm glad you're liking One Piece animation or action as much as you are. Uh, and I hope that the reanimation of with Way Studios is gonna be good enough for more people to watch it.
I've
I'm not saying
never wished for something to fail out of spite more.
you.
And I feel
um,
so bad saying that, but I'm so like, ah,
in other news, JJK. I did not watch
JJK.
the last episode because it's sub only right now on Crunchyroll.
Worth
I would have watched it, but I was just like, I'm gonna watch Yu Yu Hakusho instead. So,
watching the first off,
yeah,
Yuta Kosu is him, and I
yeah.
need everybody to be aware of that. That's first off, because I keep seeing
Here's the
stuff.
thing.
Hmm.
He's with the shits.
He
Okay.
is. I think what pisses people off is like he looks like he just shouldn't be, but he is genuinely like that man bit a cockroach in the mouth to
hmm
pour positive energy into him.
He's just with the shits.
He's just with the shits. And it's like the ring pose is my new favorite pose. I need my future lady to get together so I can hit that pose. Like, I'm getting upset. Is that is raw. That's so raw. Um, him just putting the brakes to everybody. The whole episode was raw. The way he was moving was crazy. Something about him just slamming train car, whatever it's called, into another person just had me laughing hysterically. Even though it didn't
Mhm.
really do damage, I don't care. He just did it like that was so. And the three-way domain expansion was nuts.
Yeah. So I'm going based off of the manga, right? I didn't, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't, I didn't, I didn't watch this last episode, but I heard, so many people were impressed with Yuta here. And here's the thing: I've been impressed with him since like episode 1,
Right.
season 2. Like they have gassed this man up as much as they gas Satoru Gojo in the first 2 seasons. And with reason, because he has this presence about him. Like he's dripping with aura. Like he he probably has as much aura as Gojo in this whole entire season. Probably
Oh,
Pro-
in this season?
in this season.
Dude, I'm probably doing tricks on it, but I can't give him that.
I'm gonna give it to him because here's the thing. You remember when he walked up on the scene 3 streets back and they said, "What's that?"
And it literally said it
God,
felt like Gojo.
that feels like Gojo, but like how it's impossible. Who is that? Bro, that's aura. That's aura. So,
That or DNA.
Both.
Because
Sometimes,
they're
hey, sometimes
technically
auras in
related.
your DNA. You feel
Hey,
me?
hey,
Sometimes,
Kendrick, tell me about
you know what I'm saying?
that.
I got loyalty. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. He was talking about Drake though. But nah, I
Yeah.
got yeah. He was definitely that. Wow,
This you got to at least give him this. This is his season, right?
this
This
was
is
his
the
season,
Utah show.
as,
This was the Utah show.
as it should. Like, I was so
This
excited
is
for that part.
let me reword this because Yuji has also just been so impressive to me this whole season too. I just like I know he's broken, and you can tell he's broken. He's been broken to fit this form of what he's called a cog in this wheel of JJK, right? That's how he feels,
Yep,
right? And but even with that, bro is with the shits
always.
too, and he throws down in such a way. And then what cracks me up is he throws down with the dude with the mallet. What's his name? The judge guy.
Higurama.
Higurama. He throws down with him, and at the end he's like, "So you want to join us?"
Right. That's some
And I'm
Goku
like,
shit.
bro, that's so funny and so Yuji, but like it's those little moments where you get to see Yuji kind of not be broken
Yeah.
for a little bit
Yeah.
that like give you this hope for him. But like even like in that fight with I'm gonna forget his name.
Who is it you're thinking of?
The other student from JJK, the other first,
Oh,
I can't. He. I'm gonna look it up.
now I'm looking. Second. How's
Hikari.
Hikari? Oh, Hikari. Yes.
Yeah, Kenji Hikari. When he like is standing in front of him in the manga, you get this sense too, but like it's so different seeing it in animation where he's just like taking these punches from him
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and he's not holding back. He's hitting him hard, but Yuji just keeps getting up and in his face. He's like, he's like, this is my purpose. You don't get it.
Right.
I will win this moment right now because that's my purpose. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
You're looking for some type of flashy thing. This is my flash. And so it's just, I don't know, man. I loved Yuji throughout the whole season of this. I think also love obviously Utah. I will watch the last episode, I guess, in sub, but I'm not excited about it. I just prefer dub. I don't know.
Wait till Thursday, honestly. If you can just wait till
Yeah,
Thursday, I think that's when the dub usually comes out for it.
yeah, I think so too. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Love the show so far. I
Oh,
really do.
show is so good.
Uh,
It's very, very, very good.
the hate needs to stop, but I also need to get off X. Um,
So true. Both of those things.
let's see what else. Yu Yu Hakusho.
So you watched it? You watched how many did you watch?
I watched 3 episodes.
How'd you feel?
I love it. Here's the thing. I knew I was gonna like it because of what you sent, that little clip you sent me.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'm I love a good crew. I
Yeah.
love a good crew.
Love a good crew, love a good pull up
And
bisect
now that
or
I learned how some of those members are early on in the crew, because like I specifically one. I only know really one
mm-hmm.
their story. Um, he's not his friend. He's his rival in the beginning, first 2 episodes.
Oh, Kuwabara? Yeah.
Yeah, Kobara. Uh,
Yep.
and you kind of you to know that he ends up being in this crew. You're gonna you kind of can foreshadow like how exactly that happens. Where I'm at now currently.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like the whole idea of him dying and being in the spirit world.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reliving his death and gaining a new sense of like like appreciation for the people that are in his life.
Mm-hmm.
I think is kind of what you're seeing here. Um And I just like when people are with the shits, bro.
It's
When uh, your first 10 minutes of your anime is the person squaring up with another person and maybe multiple people trying to jump him and he still like stands 10 toes and beats his ass. First of all, being 0 in 156 fights, like hang it up. But he
it's also true. Forgot about that.
But you know what? Hey, that also shows grit. And since he's a part of the crew, I know he's going to be a part of the crew later. I give him respect for it. But damn, does he get his ass beat a lot early on?
Oh yeah, and I mean, yeah. And the thing is, he winds up having a super raw ability, but also just to point this out, Yusuke Urameshi is black, and Yusuke Urameshi comes from a single parent home. It
Doesn't sound like a
was just
black
his
name.
mom, right? You're right. Low key. You hear Yusuke
Yeah.
Urameshi, you're not expecting pure 100% Asian. Like there's
You know?
you're yeah. I'm like if I see a fro, I'm not gonna be surprised. But like Yusuke, he is single parent home, single mom home. By the way, don't know. Literally doesn't know his dad. Uh,
Yeah.
is ready for the shits. He stay fighting folks, but also got a kind heart. Yusuke Urameshi is black.
Yeah.
If it was like 2026 and that show came out, the creator probably would have made them black. He's just like, I know how them Westerners are gonna be if I make this a main black character. Let me
Hey,
change the shade up.
he is the same creator of Hunter x Hunter, so maybe maybe
Maybe.
uh maybe. But I mean, look, I like him, man. I like the main character. And when I like a main character, I'm probably gonna finish that shit. You know, I also I don't know if you know this, but like I love 80s city pop, Japanese city pop, and like
Not know.
the intro to that, but it gives me that vibe and like the whole yeah, hey, hey, yeah, and so
Stop playing with me. Wait.
yeah, you feel me?
Come
And so like
on.
that shit go crazy. And so when I was watching it, and I know earlier I talked about how One Piece, like the older animations, kind of threw me off.
Uh-huh.
Now I have more of a respect for older animations. So like when I watch older shit, I'm like, damn, I kind of fuck with this. And nothing can be worse than Akira. Let's be real. And I finished that whole movie, and
Why did you bring that up? Oh, I forgot about that movie. I was able to forget about that movie.
but I
Wow.
just the vibe that I get from the show, like I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where it goes from here. I've had some spoilers because you know what's crazy
Hmm.
is this what made me watch it was so much of my feed was like Yu Yu Hakusho, like talking about Yu Yu Hakusho, how it's so good, how it's this, that, and the third,
Was it
and
after I
I'm like,
sent you the video?
no, even before
Oh,
then.
okay. I was
That's
about
what's
to feel
crazy. It's like
bad.
no. It was even before then. Like my TikTok, like in my TikTok feed, like it could be random. Most of it
Yeah.
is One Piece edits. I'm gonna be so for real. But like sometimes I'll get like like people talking about animes, and one of the two animes that they talk about the most right now is Yu Yu Hakusho and what's the other one? I just had it in my
Uh,
tongue.
it's all
Black Clover.
oh Black Clover. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so um So yeah, so this is obviously it's up my alley of what I think I'm looking for in an anime currently. And so I'm gonna keep watching it. I'm gonna keep watching it and see where I go with it. So I'm gonna put Classroom of the Elites to the side for now and focus on Yu Yu Hakusho.
Ooh, okay. I'm actually gonna be the fourth season just dropped.
Yeah,
They dropped 4 episodes on the
off
same.
rip.
Yeah,
What?
which I don't know if I should be happy or concerned.
Concerned probably.
Right? It feels like
Concerned probably.
like when the restaurant opens, but they already like it's their first day and it's already buy one get one free.
It's it's given like when a video game company drops a video game and they're like, look, we have already a 1 year game plan of what we're gonna give you for the year. So please play our game, Overwatch 2.
All right.
And oh sorry. You can bleep that out.
All right, listen.
and then and then they change
They're
it back. They're
trying,
like, "Well, hold on,
okay?
we'll just go back. We'll just go back to Overwatch." It's not. Well, forget about Overwatch 2. It never happened. N- They Men in Black your ass. They said blinded your shit, memory reverted. Overwatch. That's all it's called.
Here's the
That's it.
thing. Here's the thing. I'm not
Yeah.
complaining because the bar was in hell. You feel me?
It was.
For that game, the
It
bar
was so
was. It was just like I just want to update where we don't do shit to MAGA. Like that's I, I just want the patch notes to say MAGA's the same as last time. Like it's just like okay, cool. I'm
And
good
we
with
actually
that.
killed off Maga. We actually killed him off. Killed him off.
If we didn't make any more characters to counter Reinhardt, that's what I really wanted. But it's fine. It's totally fine. We took Arissa out the game. But yeah, it's. I'm gonna watch it. I just really, and I can definitely tell the animation's a bit different.
Mhm.
I can't say. I think it's better. I don't think it looks. I don't think it necessarily looks worse. It definitely looks different.
Yeah. I just speaking of that,
Mm.
I remembered of news that I was given earlier this week on anime, which was that Sword Art Online might be redoing it. They're gonna hit you with a Hunter x Hunter. They're gonna
Why?
restart fresh. You know how Hunter x Hunter they had the 1998 version of it or 99. I forgot what year it
Yeah,
was.
and
It
then
was like an older,
yeah,
and they got through like half of it, and it wasn't good. And then they re-released it, newer animation. I think in 2012 ish.
yeah, but I don't think that situation applies to. And maybe it's by because I don't love Sword Art Online. Don't get me wrong. I only watched the first two
No, not Sword Art
seasons.
Online. Promise Neverland. Long show.
Oh, now I'm in.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go. It was like, why isn't he excited? Did I say the wrong show?
yeah. I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
said the wrong show.
Sword Art Online. They had like 12 seasons of that
Yeah,
show.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, sorry,
No,
sorry, sorry, sorry,
yes.
sorry.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
Promise
please.
Neverland. They might be doing a whole, Hunter x Hunter shit with it.
Okay.
They're gonna give you a new
It,
start fresh.
here's the thing. Y'all don't even have to do that at the begin. Like, just start from season 2. Season 1
They're
was perfect.
Yeah, but I think they want to upgrade the animation.
That was the
Not that
problem
I
the
think the
first
animation
time.
is probably.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the problem, really. But that's what they want to. They want to make sure it's fluid,
I
And I
genuinely
think it's
don't.
smart. I think it's smart
It is
because,
smart.
especially if you're going to use a new studio, which I think that's the
Yeah.
route they're going, then it's probably best you just start fresh because and maybe new voice actors. I don't know. I don't know all the details. This is something that like I saw a video about really quickly, and I
Gotcha,
was like,
gotcha,
oh,
gotcha.
that's cool if they do that. I'm gonna tell Big Mike about that. No, I have no confirmation if that's really gonna happen.
I hope it
I could have been
does.
lied to.
You didn't even like check your resource. You just like, yeah, let me
I didn't check it. But I
continue.
I just remembered it because you were talking about how Classroom Deletes just dropped those 4 episodes. And I was like, what if they pull a
Oh,
whole
okay.
Promise Neverland shit to you? Hopefully they don't. I'm not wishing that upon you, but
Again, honestly, like I don't give a fuck if it's easier for them to just like reanimate the exact same thing that's already been released. Because when I say that first season was perfect, like as a as a manga reader, like the first season. I finished the first season, I think, in the week of me being off work, which then led to me binging the manga because the manga was over at that point, and I read all of the manga, and I remember crying. And it was just like the story is so good. My fear of y'all redoing the first season is like if you mess up what they did. Like I want you to just do what they did, frame for frame, like movement for movement, exact first season. Well, I rewatch it, tell other people to watch it, cool, and then we get into season 2 where you don't cut shit out because why would you do that again?
yeah. Well, I found an official source that's saying that they are talking about doing a new reanimation. This is as of April 2nd, 2026.
Oh, dude,
Uh,
I hope this isn't
they are.
like people getting their hopes up in Fire Force because I don't understand why.
Well, I think Fire Force is just cope. People got excited that they saw something at the end of Fire Force, and they were like, "Oh, what if they redo Soul Eater?" And here's the thing: I don't even know if Soul Eater really needs to be redone.
It
Would
does.
it be cool? Okay, would it be cool to have like a fresher animation for it?
Hmm.
Could
Hmm.
agree to that for sure. But at the end of the day, I'm not too stressed about it. Soul Eater's good to me. How it is.
Yeah, I need to read Soul Eater because I think Soul Eater was one of those that came out during the times where like mangas or animes would catch up with mangas, and then the writers would just be like, "Do my own
I'm done.
shit." Yeah, it's,
Hunter, Hunter.
uh,
Fuck.
Fullmetal Alchemist. why
Fuck.
why are we in Germany? How
What are we doing?
how how did alchemy lead to Nazis? How did how did we get here? How do we?
Why you know what's so funny is like I never realized that there's like this whole Full Metal Alchemist like whole thing, right? I only knew of Brotherhood, and Brotherhood is fantastic, an
Yes.
amazing standalone, perfect. And then there's this whole mess around it that I don't know about, and I choose to avoid it.
Be free, little one. Like, don't do it to
I've thought about
yourself.
exploring it. I've thought about exploring it. Looked into it, and I said, maybe no.
It's genuinely not worth, dude. Their mom is a homunculus. It's just fucking nobody cared. It but yeah, I just hope they do it well. Um,
Yeah. So they talk about how they're gonna address all they're gonna readdress season 2 and like redo
that
the whole thing.
they
That's
have
basically
to.
what this article's saying.
Okay.
So hopefully, it's good, and your excitement is warranted, and
Very
they fix your favorite show.
so good. Also, just to circle back here on
Mhm.
Soul Eater for you goofies who are like, it says Soul World. That was in the manga. If y'all actually read or could read, you would know that it's in the manga, and the manga ended a long time ago. So and there has been no announcements about them redoing Soul Eater, and I want them to. Don't get me. I want it to happen. It's just I keep seeing all these people either in comments or videos saying, "Oh yeah, they're definitely going to do it." Yeah, no, it's confirmed. It's not confirmed. Goofy. It's in the
Goofy,
manga. Like they just
goofy.
animated what was in the manga.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Here's the thing. I don't know if I'll ever pick up Fire Force, but I heard the ending is worth it. So I don't know. Maybe it's a manga thing for me. But you know how I am with mangas too. I'm like,
Yeah, I think I think Fire Force is worth finishing. It actually is.
yeah.
It gets convoluted. I'm not
Ooh,
gonna hold you.
Fire Force over Chainsaw Man.
Yes, honestly.
Yeah,
Chainsaw
I
Man
like
at
that you
some
had to
point
think about it.
I did, and then like Chainsaw Man just makes me uncomfortable. I don't know how to like
Mm.
explain it. Even just like just and I guess
Is it
that's
because it's weird?
it's weird, but also just like even the way that the devils are displayed, which I get is the point. They're devils, like not supposed to make you feel good looking at them, but it just
Yeah.
makes me like very uncomfortable, and just like how quick shit flips there, like
Ooh.
a character just, oh cool, now she's, she was human yesterday, now she's part devil, and she's just got tentacles coming out of her, and
Yeah.
she's dead now. It's just a lot. I don't know. it just it just
Yeah.
feels
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
a lot is being asked of me. And yeah, I would definitely take
I
Fire
think it's
Force.
definitely one of those things. Like it's gonna be to me like it's gonna be good, but it's not like gonna be the best thing I've ever watched or like
Yeah,
read. You know,
no, 100%.
and I think that's okay.
I, I
You need your sevens out there. You need your
I
like
was just
solid
gonna
eights,
say like
sevens.
solid 7, no 7.5. Like there's nothing wrong with a B tier anime.
Yeah, and you need those.
Either.
That way, when I ask you questions about it, you can come up with them really quickly. You know, and not take 10 years. Um. So
Bro,
now that I'm done
bro,
slighting
bro,
you,
bro, bro gave me like bro gave me back to back episodes of Existential Crises, and he's like blaming me on my reaction. I cannot, bro. You
They were
said
good though.
Bleach or Soul Eater, like die slowly. Like what are you talking about?
Yeah. That was a question, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Speaking of which, I did watch the ending of To Be Hero X.
Ooh, yes, yes, thoughts. Oh
And
my
I know we've been wanting
gosh.
to talk about this. We've been wanting to talk about this. Listen,
Yes.
I've said this every single episode past the past few episodes. If you have not watched this show, do yourself a favor. It is not that long. It is one of those that like you will have to take episode by episode probably because it's like so much to palate, especially in the beginning. But then once you start getting used to how they're delivering these episodes, I can watch multiple in a row and be like, okay, you know, um, that ending,
Yep.
X,
Come on.
I get it. I get it. And his power, oh my, dude, I want it. I want to be him.
Bro.
I've never wanted to be a person. That's my Superman. I want to be him when I grow up. He is so cool. He has this like he just effortless aura about him, and he's just a regular schmegular guy. And I will say his white suit form is way cooler than his like OG form. But
100%.
bro, and the end when he just shows up in the middle and he's like, like this. Yep, I'm done hiding. I was like, yo, I need season 2 now. I need it now.
It's
I love that he's like it's exactly what I would want my favorite character in this show to be, which is
mm,
the independent, not corporate filled superhero that like his he is just powerful.
yep.
And I still don't understand if he's powerful solely because of the trust factor or if it's if it's like a mesh of two things
I w-
like Zero.
I wouldn't be surprised if he presents a untainted third source of power because there's is
Mhm.
fear,
Yeah.
trust, and then whatever he's got going on, or maybe his is his trust in himself or his ideals, and it's something like that where you don't have to
He's so secured that
right.
he doesn't
Right,
need
you don't have to
anybody else to
you
believe in
don't
him.
need the trust of the
Oh,
corporation or the other people. You have trust
oh.
based off of what was it, Mr. Smiles, all right, or
Mhm.
Smile. Like you're trusting that ideal that your friend had, and so that's why he's the strongest. That'd be
So here's the
lit.
thing.
Hmm.
I'm halfway through the season. You're introduced to this character that you end up hating, and I think we all know who it is. It's the dude with the long hair. E- End up hating this guy at some point. I, long hair. He was during the I think Esol era of like the episodes where uh he basically set up Esol to die.
Oh, the
The
thug
cafe owner.
dude.
He owns the cafe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I I grew this hatred for him that I thought about him for like 5 episodes after. And then when he showed up again later, I was like, I don't like you. I remember why I don't like you, and I don't like you. And the fact that you're still alive is pissing me off right now. And then he's in the final episode, and then there's this part where X goes, they think that he's talking about Zero, and he said he disappeared, so they think. And then it pans to a shot of this dude that I don't like. If he is Zero, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad if Zero is still alive and it's that guy. Now, if it's anybody else, I'll be okay with it. But then
Zero.
he goes on to say that Zero is, yeah, the first hero.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
Yeah, the first ever hero was Zero. I think that's I might be tripping, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. Um, I just watched it. I should be very solid in that, but now
See,
you have me questioning everything I know
see,
about the
no,
show.
I need to refresh because I watched it so long ago.
Mm-mm. So anyway, so Zero is the first ever hero, and that's funny to say. And so X is talking about Zero, and he goes like, Zero disappeared, so they think, right? But then he's like, but what if Zero is us? All of us who have blah, and then he goes into his long-winded speech about how, like, fuck these corporations, and you know, we are the new age of heroes, the heroes that they tried to get rid of, the ones that actually care about this
Mhm.
and that and the third. Anyways, nonetheless, X is probably my favorite person in this whole entire series. I didn't think I was gonna like X because I didn't like heroes in the show. I like the stories that I was being told,
But she's still
right?
you're still just like not a hero person, superhero person.
I was I'm tainted. I'm broken. I'm a broken human. Okay, and especially in the beginning when I'm seeing Nice fucking die, and then they replace him with some random kid, and they're like, dye your hair white, and now you're Nice,
That
and then they kill the girlfriend. Nah, bro.
Which they still got
Nah,
an answer for that, bro. They still got an
yeah,
answer for that, bro.
you got me 15 times fucked up, bro. And so like, so that's why, like, the whole time I'm like watching these heroes, I'm like, okay, yeah, all right, so what? Cosplay, it's kind of cool, like, he's still a fucking android. He's still just another cog in the system of these superhero corporation fucks. Who knows if that's even him anymore? Maybe that's why he doesn't talk. Maybe that's why. The whole time I'm skeptical. Like,
You
they
just
got me fucked up.
going in on this guy, right?
But they got me skeptical. They got me over here like double thinking these shit because of how they did me so early. Like, and so, like, To Be Hero X, fantastic. Applaud you. You made me watch a full superhero thing and not know what the fuck I was even thinking about the whole entire time. I was so lost. And also some of the best fighting scenes.
Oh,
Like,
talk
some
about it.
of the best fighting scenes. X, when he's running away the whole entire time, bro. Like, that shit was so cool.
It's
Um,
the I've never like you said that superpower. I thought I knew what superpowers I wanted, and then I saw
mhm.
that, and now I'm like, okay,
I don't even know
cool.
how to explain that. He just
Literally,
alters reality around him. I don't know how it happen, what it means, how he makes it work. I want it though.
it does explain how he beat the brakes off a queen. That
Yeah.
like, sis, respectfully, you probably have the best chance out of anybody in that show, and you
Yeah.
didn't have a shot. Like,
Yeah. And Queen, I love you. You
love
had one of my
love you.
fight scenes in the world. Yeah. But that dude is different.
That's
Queen,
crazy.
he's different. So, To Be Hero X, recommend 10
Agree.
out of 10. If you have not watch it now.
Chat,
It is,
have I been wrong at any point? I don't know.
yeah,
Even Akudama Drive, he came back. Made him spin the block back on Akudama, bro. Come on, man. Come
yeah, you've been wrong
on.
before.
Oh, where?
Uh, Haiku, it's really good.
I was talking about my recommendations, not yours.
Yeah, you're just wrong about how you feel about One Piece.
I'm deleting
Anyways,
that footage.
so
I'm deleting that footage. It's funny. I forgot. I was supposed to confess that. So yeah,
I got one more little thing that I wanted to do because
yeah,
we
Jack.
talked about a lot of animes today that have a lot of crews. You know what I'm saying? A lot of crews, and most animes do, right? You have your groups.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go and do an amnesia draft, me, you,
Okay.
on our favorite anime crews. So this is, I'm talking about like Team
Ooh.
Sevens, like that.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Are we doing
They could
the
be the bad guys too. They
are,
could be
are we
bad
doing the
guys too.
threes? Are we doing the threes?
No, I thought I was gonna do five.
Five? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Unless you want to do threes, but I was gonna do five, top five.
No, we could do top five. I just might have to Google some, but we can do
Yeah, no, I'm
something.
googling right now.
Okay, bet.
I'm googling right now. Because I saw a list somebody created. It had like 100 and some odd like crews.
See, I'm
But
gonna need
again,
the list and I'm gonna need pictures next to the list. Thank you.
I don't know where that I saw it on the story, so I don't know where
Oh
it
no,
is.
I was just saying in general.
uh, 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 okay, don't know how to type. Okay, still don't know how to type. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out eventually. Chat. Let me explain it again to the people who at home who don't know. This is amnesia draft. So basically, the way it works is we're gonna go we're gonna do a snake draft. All right, Big Mike's gonna go, then I'm gonna go, and then Big Mike's gonna go. When he picks a group, I can no longer pick that group, but I also whatever five we pick, those are the only five groups that matter in the world to us. Everything else we forget. So you want to pick the best of the best. Um, and yeah, I'm ready. You go.
All right, my first crew gotta be Leash 5, Chico, yeah, Orihime, Ryu, Chad.
Okay. I mean, that's a good pick for you. I know Bleach is your favorite anime. So you gotta go there.
I gotta
You know
have
where
him.
I gotta go first.
I got an idea.
Is I gotta go Straw Hats.
I'm
I just gotta
already
go Straw
knowing.
Hats. I gotta go Straw Hats. Go to group, my favorite group. Sanji, Zoro, Luffy, Nami, all of them, all the way to Jinbei. I love them. Brook, love them. That's my first group.
Ah, that's valid. That is super valid.
Mhm.
My next pick, we talked about it earlier. I gotta do it. Teen Urameshi with the
Mhm.
boy Yusuke,
Mhm.
Kuwabara,
Mhm.
Harama, Hiei, and the Masked Fighter.
Mhm.
Eat that.
Yeah. And you know what?
Oh, excuse
I
me.
messed.
Botan.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, is Botan not a part of the group? I don't know.
She no,
But
100% she is. I was looking at the ones who fought in the tournament.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Look, I'm not mad about that because you obviously know you more than I do. But it is gonna become one of my favorite groups. So I'm sad that I'll never remember them. But you'll never be able to remember Team Seven because I'm picking them second. And I know what you're thinking. Team Seven is whatever. This is still an iconic group. Okay, you got Kakashi. You got Sasuke.
Stop talking.
You got Naruto. You got Sakura. You got
You
uh
hesitated heavy on that one.
well,
You forgot you had to say her name when you started that bit.
hey, much love to Sakura. I love Sakura. All right.
He was
Team
like,
Seven, they don't put
oh,
this on me. Don't you put that even on me.
I forgot she was she was with the dude. Damn it.
All right, where you going?
Everybody else came smooth, clean, like no problem, no issue. There was
Why are you doing this?
resistance.
Why are you
I'm
doing this
just
right now?
saying,
Why are you doing
man.
this right now?
I'm here
All right,
for
what'd you?
accountability. Uh um originally I was gonna say something with Fullmetal Alchemist, but I don't really I mean the crew with them, you can make an argument that their crew is, the brothers, old girl, Winry, um, Mustang, and Riza. You can make that argument. It feels
Mhm.
I don't know, it feels not right. So I'm actually I'm not gonna go with them. Um I'm gonna do a little throwback and not even Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball. So you got Goku, Krillin, Bulma, and oh damn, I didn't mean to disrespect him like that. I dead ass forgot that man name. Oh, Yamcha.
That's crazy.
Yo,
That's
My
crazy.
brain literally stopped, bro.
Okay, okay. I have a question
Yeah.
because you said Dragon Ball,
I
right?
said Dragon, and I was very specific, so that I
Does
just
that mean that I can't pick the Z fighters, the Z warriors?
I feel like I specifically said Dragon Ball. So I
Yeah.
feel like and the other Dragon Ball properties should be
So then I'm gonna go three. My third is gonna be the Z fighters because I
okay.
was gonna do that, and but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that.
No, I think that's fair. I personally think that's fair. Now, whether the audience does, I don't know. So,
Yeah, and you know what? They like it. So
oh,
cool.
huh.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
didn't know our audience member women. So I get to pick
Okay.
number 4. That's how you do. Uh,
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll let you get that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you. Go
it
ahead. Go
it
ahead. Go ahead.
felt really good.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Number
You
4.
like One Piece?
That might be my version of the N word. Like that's with the hard R. Um. Oh gosh, it feels so gross. Number 4, I'm gonna pick. Ooh, I'm gonna pick Pokemon, but I'm gonna specifically Ash, Pikachu, Brock, Misty.
Okay,
Like
that's
the
a good pick.
the other groups of people don't. I will say the last group I personally really enjoyed was um May and Brock.
Mhm.
Other than and then I think May's little brother was there too. Yeah, May's little brother was a part of it. Never cared for
Mhm.
Tracy. Never cared too much.
Uh,
Tracy gave
yeah.
me like weird camp counselor vibe.
Right.
Like you're a little too excited about being in the woods with children. You know, like Tracy never felt right in my spirit. I kept my eye on Tracy, but no, Brock was the
Yeah.
homie. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
the only one in
Okay.
Nurse Joy and Danny.
Okay. Okay. I'm kind of stuck here because I want to pick something that's gonna hurt you, but I also want to pick something that's like classic and iconic.
Y'all
Uh,
see how everything he did is not for his own purpose. He just wanted to either hurt me or seem cool.
well, like I'm not seeming cool. I just am cool. Like this came to my head, and
Yeah.
I was like, this is iconic. This is dope. But I also want to hurt you, but I don't know if I can because there's so many good groups out there that you might like more than I do. And so for me personally,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with Levi and his scouts. I think from Attack on Titan,
Okay.
Levi
Okay.
and his scouts. I really like the way Captain Levi rolls. Do half of his scouts die? Sure, but who
You
doesn't?
beat me by half a second. I was so close. I was so
But
close.
hey, no one will ever do anything to anyone like Levi did to the Beast Titan.
Or to his crew. Um,
Okay, fuck off.
they have a greater oxymoron than Levi and his scouts.
Hey man, they put their life on the line for this shit.
Yeah.
All right.
The way I'd be looking at Levi crazy if I was one of his scouts, I was like, so you live in? Like you just cool? we did this shit because of you.
well, they actually do get to look at each other
Yeah, we could get
at the
turned into
end.
Titans.
Yep. Yep.
Sucks to suck.
All right. Yeah. What's your four? I think it's
No,
4 or 5.
5. I think yeah. I think this is
5. Oh, final one.
um. I'm putting a lot of faith. In this final one. This final one, I'm expecting great things from,
Mhm.
and I just hope that it doesn't let me down because I've been
Mhm.
let down before. But
Mhm.
my final one It's going to be Sakura and his classmates from Wind.
Mm,
I like what I've seen so far.
mm,
They fight well
mm.
together. They just, and now while this isn't specifically him, but that scene where there was the cross dressing student and his two guards, and he said, "I need to have a conversation with my new friend over there, make a path." I should not
Mm,
replay that as much as I do,
mhm.
but I do, and it's very raw. And again, I know it's not specifically soccer in his class, I said his classmates, but they're also just like really about that. Like they're
Yeah.
and it's yeah.
I, when we say we're about people that are about the shits, they are the most about the shits in any new gen anime. Like
Like
as a group, they are about the shits. And
Kill.
if and here's the thing, I know we've talked about this before. People who don't understand and comprehend things, they look at Windbreaker and they think, oh, it's just hands.
Right.
Yes, and it's a story if you're
Yep.
paying attention. And if you can't fuck with that, then you are just not one of my peoples.
It's at
You
all
probably like
because
My Hero or something.
it's what that see just the scene when those students pulled up from the other. It was the first little mini tournament arc they had, where their
Yeah.
students pulled up to their
Ooh.
school, and the leader was like, "All right, let's take this away." And you look up, and everybody in attendance at that school is looking out that motherfucking window, staring at these 10
it,
people.
it,
Like, this is not
it.
the smoke you want, and they
Oh.
live for it. Like
Hmm.
it's not the same, bro. It's not this smoker ain't seen this kind of smoke before, bro. It's different, bro.
It is different. It is different. And you know what? I respect that pick. That's a good pick. That's a good pick, actually. Look, I'm gonna go with something that's safe for me, and that's gonna, be a really strong ending for me. And I also fuck with this crew,
Mm.
even though they are the bad guys. I think they're
Ooh.
misunderstood. I think they're misunderstood, and that's the Phantom Troop. From Hunter x Hunter. I
I ain't
also,
finished Hunter x Hunter.
uh huh.
But if I remember correctly, did they not commit genocide for eyes?
Gosh, yeah. So there's this part in Hunter x Hunter where there's like this misconception
Yeah.
potentially about that exact situation.
Uh-huh.
They talk about that. See, these guys, they're just misunderstood. They're just really misunderstood. And here's the thing: do you want to fuck with people who committed genocide over eyes?
That's not the point we're
Is that a
making.
crew? Is that a crew you want to step toe to toe to? Are you and
You
Sakura
made the
and the rest of
statement.
your raggedy
You
bunch
you
gonna
you
stand toe to toe
you
with these
said out
guys?
your lips. I think they're misunderstood. I'm asking you to
Okay.
explain the misunderstanding in genocide. And I want you to be
um.
real careful considering the current climate.
Well, I'm trying to remember because they do talk about this. All right, I'm trying to remember, and I'm trying to remember why that happened and exactly how it happened. Because I don't remember if it was exactly that they did it out of like the want to do it, right? It was more so, um, uh, and look, Kurapika is my goat. I love Kurapika. He probably has one of my favorite Nen abilities there is,
Yeah.
and I do believe he's the only person that can take out every single Phantom Troop. Um, but they're strong as hell, bro. They're strong as hell. Look, it was genocide aside. Genocide, you can put that all the way aside to the other table. Actually, wrong table. That goes to BB and Netanyahu and over there. You bring that over there. But here on Phantom Troops animation world side, where genocide is like loose, sometimes it just happens. Um,
The hole is getting deeper.
You got another shovel? I'm running out.
Oh,
This one's about to break.
yeah.
uh, listen.
He said, "What's really genocide?" You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if there's one left,
Yeah, Karapika's still there.
oh my gosh.
Let me hold on. Did Phantom Troop really kill all those people?
You're tweaking right now. Oh, wait.
They really do this?
Yo, my face hurts, man. Oh my gosh. This guy is crazy. They
Uh,
really do that. They really do. Okay, but did they mean to do?
yeah, did they mean to do it or like,
My face
yeah,
actually
so
hurts.
they really did that shit. Hey, they're not misunderstood. They're
Thank
completely
you.
understood. These guys are fucked up. But hey,
He said also, hey, they really did.
they really did that shit. They're not misunderstood. They're actually I misunderstood them originally.
Oh,
I now understand the massacre that they committed. Uh, and you know what? I still have them on my team because they strong as hell.
that's fine. We gotta end this soon, bro. My face hurts. That was
Yeah.
crazy I've ever. It
How
was the it was the yeah, so they really did that shit.
can we edit a lot of me talking to straight me going, yeah, they did that shit.
Yes.
Just like come cut a lot of my talk and just go, yeah, they did that
Yeah,
shit.
they really did
Um
that shit.
listen, man. Tell us who you think's 5 groups versus the other 5 groups would win in a fight of hands in battle, and it's probably gonna be mine because Phantom Troop took out a whole group of people.
Tell us if you think she really did that shit too.
Yeah. Also, let us know if you really think they did that shit, and like, comment, subscribe, and tell. Actually, I want to know what's your favorite Pokemon too. Tell me that too. I want to know. I want to know what's your favorite Pokemon. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Like,
Goodbye.
peace. Fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
I'm about to enter in my prime. Hit you with a Cheeto to your Rasengan. So grab your big bowling, big spoons. It's time for some Saturday morning cartoons. It's all about the cinnamon toast, the Reese's Puffs. Go ahead and pass the milk and pump it up. Good morning.
So what show are we watching?